Hello. All we need is love for Christmas and forever part 2. November and December are very sad months for David. He doesn't enjoy his weekend in London and doesn't enjoy going to school anymore. He's only thinking about a huge change in January. Will he ever see his friends again after he moves school? His days and his nights are sad. He asks his parents to reconsider their idea a few times. He tells them that his school is very good, Miss Tanya is very nice, and that he really doesn't want to move to a new school. But his parents always give him the same answer. We know what is best for you, David. You will thank us one day. David loves his parents dearly, and the last thing he wants to do is upset or disappoint them. They do everything for him, and he's so ungrateful. That's what he keeps telling himself. Christmas is fast approaching, and David's 10th birthday is on the 27th of December. So he asked his mum and dad to invite his friends over to have a big birthday party on the 27th, as always. This might actually be the last birthday party I celebrate with all my friends before moving to the new school in January, he thinks. David is so excited about the party that he carefully plans many games and surprises and presents for everyone. He also asks his nanny Claire to bake him his favorite cakes, and he buys the biggest piñata he can find because he knows how much his friends love hitting a piñata. David and his parents decorate a gigantic Christmas tree in the living room with some lovely ornaments and angels and candies and Christmas lights. As always, David gets lots of toys for Christmas and he's on cloud 9. He can't wait to share them with his friends. 27 December 2017. The big day has finally arrived and it's party time. David is so happy. One by one, all his friends show up. David and his dad greet all of them cheerfully and invite them into the big living room where all the cakes, balloons and party hats are ready. Nanny Claire is in the kitchen taking care of the last-minute preparations and Mom is upstairs in her bedroom. The music in the living room is on and the kids start dancing and playing happily. Dad starts to make animal balloons for the kids. He's famous for his party tricks. He can make puppies and kittens out of balloons and kids are having a great time. But where is Mum? She is nowhere to be found. That is very strange. David goes upstairs and knocks on the door, but there's no answer. Mum, can I come in? He asks. There is still no answer, so he pushes the door and enters. Mum is in bed, looking pale and very sick. Mum, what's the matter? He asks worriedly. It's okay, David, I'm okay, don't worry. Go downstairs and enjoy your party, she smiles. I can't enjoy my party, Mum, if you aren't feeling well. It's just a fever. I've got a fever, but it's nothing to worry about. Really. Don't worry. It will go away. I just need to rest. David sits down on the bed next to her. Mum, you can't spend my birthday alone sick in your room, he says and takes her hand. Then he lies next to her on the bed and hugs her. I'm okay, David, don't be silly. It's your birthday party. All your friends are here. Go and play with them, she says. David goes downstairs into the kitchen. His nanny is there, but she's busy with the cupcakes and the orange pie, so he doesn't tell her anything. He takes the kettle and boils some water in it and makes some chamomile tea for his mum. He can hear the music and the laughter from the living room, but he doesn't go back in. His friends are having a great time and his dad is making animal balloons for everyone. David goes back upstairs. Drink this, Mum, he says. You'll feel much better. Mum asks him to give her some medicine from the bathroom cabinet. Then he lies next to her, hugging her tightly. He can feel that his mum is burning because of the fever. You'll be okay, Mum, don't worry. He hugs her and kisses her. And holding his beloved mother tightly, David falls asleep. It's evening when he opens his eyes. It's quiet. No music, not the slightest noise around him. Where's everyone? David touches his mum's hand. The fever's gone. She seems to be breathing normally. He gets up and goes downstairs. Complete darkness. He can see the light in the living room coming from the fireplace, so he goes in. His dad is sitting on the armchair in front of the fireplace, reading a book. David, you're up, he says. Where's everyone? Well, it's late, David. They played and had fun, but everyone left about an hour ago. I came upstairs to get you, but I didn't want to wake you up. I think all this excitement wore you out. You looked so tired, so I didn't wake you up. Oh, it's okay. David says unconvincingly. The nice thing is that all your friends left you birthday presents on the big table. Go, have a look. I'm going to bed, Dad. I'll look at them tomorrow. Good night. Good night, son. The morning of 28th December. His nanny's voice is almost like a whisper. She's talking to his mom and dad. They're all in the kitchen downstairs and they're talking about him. David gets closer to the kitchen door and tries to stand still and not make a noise. He's even trying to hold his breath so he can hear what they're saying. I never dare to say a thing. I never disagree. I never question anything you do or say. But I have been David's nanny since the day he was born, and it breaks my heart to see him so unhappy. He loves you so much, so he will obey, and he will do everything you ask him to do. But deep down his heart, he is not happy. It's quiet now. We only want what's best for him. Dad's voice is lowest as well. He's the most wonderful boy on the planet. He was so excited about having all his friends over one more time before probably never seeing them again. However, he didn't have the heart to leave you alone when he saw you were ill. That is the heart David has. He never wants to upset or disappoint. But what about him? He's just a child. How is he dealing with all these changes? I don't think it's very easy for him. He's spending so much time alone without you and without his friends. It's not fair. Not fair to be so alone and so sad all the time. But we pay the tuition fees, Claire, and believe me, that school is extremely expensive, Dad says, raising his voice. I just want what is best for him. I don't know about tuition fees or fancy piano lessons. I just see him sad, very sad all the time. What good is a swimming pool or the tennis court or learning to speak German when all he wants is to be with his friends? To ride his bike with them, the way he used to. There are too many changes for him. You're very busy and aren't spending much time with him, so you don't see all the sadness and the unhappiness in his eyes. Claire, you're being very dramatic. He'll make new friends, of course he will. Change is never easy, but he will adapt. He is strong. It would actually do him good. He'll become more adaptable to new. That will empower him. Dad's voice kept raising. Enough. Dave hears his mom's voice for the first time this morning. Enough. We are happy. We are successful. But he isn't. We'll stop pushing him to do the things we want him to do. He's just a boy. Our only child. And we make him completely miserable. We, his own mother and father, and we dare say we love him. Mom bursts into tears, and David makes a step forward and pushes the kitchen door open. He can't stop his tears and he cries loudly, holding his mom tightly and not wanting to ever let her go. David, oh David, my brave boy, you will not have to leave your school, I promise you. Mom looks into his eyes and tells him wholeheartedly and with teary eyes. Forgive me. Forgive us for being so blind. So blind. You won't have to move school, and I promise we'll take you to see your friend at the weekends and you can hang out with them every day after classes as well. You are the most important person on the planet for us, son, and we love you. Dad's heart is melting as well, and his voice is trembling. For the first time ever, Dad has got tears in his eyes. The three of them are embraced now, crying and holding each other tightly. For the first time in a long while, David feels like he has a loving and caring family again. A family that really cares about him and loves him. Loves him unconditionally. A mom and a dad that understand that his needs, his desires, his wishes are just as important as theirs. That his happiness is in simple things, in being with his friends, riding bikes, flying kites, running and playing together in the small but happy neighborhood in Salamanca. Merry Christmas, everyone. Goodbye.